Hello and welcome to my channel On the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. And today we have lots to talk about, and let's find out what's been on the hook. Well, today I hope you're having a happy Monday. Our weather here is gorgeous. I think much of the country is really enjoying beautiful weather today, so I hope you get outside and get a little breath of fresh air and get some sunlight on your body and just kind of enjoy being in the spring feel, because today it's starting to really feel like spring around here while I'm in Chattanooga. So I'm in kind of the mid-south and we are just warming up like crazy. So it's supposed to be 75 today and we're hoping for even warmer temperatures later in the week. So I hope you get outside and enjoy your weather today. Today I am wearing the woodland tweed top, and everybody asks me what I'm wearing every day, so I'm just going to tell you. Every single video I'm just going to say what I'm wearing. And if you haven't already done this, go down into the description box and take a look. I always put all the links that I speak about in the video down in the description box. Also some notes about the links and where you might find items in other places. So be sure that you read that description box, because it's not just a few links down there. There's a lot of information there for you that I spend time working on, because I want to be sure that you get the most out of my videos that you can. Now, if you're new here, I welcome you to our channel. We are excited to see you. I'm excited to see you. I hope you'll subscribe. If you like this video, I hope you like this video, and share it with a crochet friend, because we're all about crochet today. So what I want to do is tell you what I'm wearing first. This is the woodland tweed, and this is the pattern that is on my Etsy shop. I wrote it last year and I wear this quite often in the spring and summer. It is very comfortable. This is a DK weight Stylecraft Tweedy yarn. Now they have some of this yarn left. I'm not sure if this particular color is available. This is called Bracken, and it's a very much a fall set of colors, but it's beautiful in the spring as well, because I made the blouse nice and cool. It's short sleeves, wide neck, so it's really very comfortable. And up close, let me show you this. This is what it looks like up close. It's very airy. You can feel the air go through it, so it's nice and cool. There's not a lot of sleeve in it. It's just a very short sleeve. So I just wanted to show you that. I've really enjoyed working with Tweedy. I also made my Easy Tweedy sweater, which is out on my Etsy shop as well. And it has a little collar on it and a little bit closer neckline. It's made totally different from this, but it's made from the same yarn. This, I used a little over 700 yards of DK weight to make this. This is a medium size. That's pretty much what size I am, and I actually put about 6 or 8 inches of ease in this sweater. Let me stand up. If you can see this, if you can just grab it gently on the sides and see what this measurement is and multiply it by 4, you'll know what the ease is of your sweater. So here it's about 2 inches, so I have about 8 inches of ease. Now, one thing I will say about this particular sweater, it's stretched a little bit, and maybe because of the stitch I used, I don't know, but it stretched out just a little bit, but it's not uncomfortable. It still looks really good. So I like this. It's soft and it's easy to wear. Now in the middle of summer it might be a little bit too hot, because it's just, you know, sweaters are hot in the middle of summer. But if you're in an air-conditioned environment or you're going to a restaurant or something, you might feel very comfortable in it. And you have air conditioning in your car, so you know, getting where you're going and being there, if it's a cool atmosphere, you could probably get away with this in the middle of summer as well. So I wanted to show you that. It is, again, a DK weight sweater, and I made it with a size 7 crochet hook, which is the yellow clover hook. It's 7.0 millimeters, and it's a good size hook. This is what it looks like. This is a yellow clover hook, and I use it quite often. I really do. I like it. Great size for putting a little more space between your stitches, even if you're using, as this, in this case, a DK weight, a sport weight. Stylecraft Tweedy, again, is what I use. So it's got a crab stitch around the neck and the sleeves and the bottom as well. So that is a nice finish for something like this. You don't need a special finish because there's so much busyness in the yarn that you don't have to do a whole lot with the crochet part of it. Just crochet the sweater and let the yarn speak for itself. That's what I do quite often when I make a sweater from a busy yarn. Next is my update of my Persian tiles throw, and if you've been watching my show, you'll know that I report on this every single video just about. And this is a look at one of the octagons that I'm making. 16 of these in different colorways, 8 of these and then 4 of 2 other different colorways. Really excited about this throw. I work on it quite a bit, but you know what? This particular round, this is round number 8. And this is the one where you connect the 2 fans together all the way around. The fans are connected because before that you have fans that are disconnected. And you crochet them on to the octagon like this, and then on the next row you will connect those together. That's row 8. Well, I figured out that row 8 will have 2,688 stitches for the 16 octagons. Actually, I'm making 15 because I already have one completely finished. So I will have 2,688 stitches to go minus 1 octagon. So I have a long way to go. And I just wanted to give you a quick update about that. I haven't done a whole lot on it, but I did figure out how many stitches I was looking at. It's a lot of stitches. So I'm excited. It's okay. You know, you bite a little bit off every night and you get it done. So I'm trying to finish this Persian tiles throw. This is a little side note that we came up with on our phone. My husband and I had some photos of taking the children to a playground, and it was at the end of January. It was so cold. I bet that it was 20 degrees, and I was just so cold. I had all the warm things on I could have, and I knew that I needed to wear a hat because the wind was blowing. And the children, they don't feel the coldness like we do, but now that I've gotten older, I really feel the cold. And so I have lots of good warm things to wear, and I took my Pamela Snood and the cowl with me. It's from a number 6 bulky yarn from Knit Crate that came in one of my boxes. I used a PQ, which is this hook, which is the one that I start my show with every video. And I made this Pamela Snood and cowl. Now the Snood is a strange little animal. He is a hat that has, you know, kind of a back piece to it. Here it is right here. This is a Snood. Some of y'all asked me this a long time ago and I never answered. I want to answer it now in the summertime. But this is a Snood. Here's the front band that goes around your head, and then the back kind of hangs down. If you have a lot of hair, it's wonderful, but if you don't, it's still wonderful because this hangs down in the back like that, if you can see that. And then of course I made a cowl to go with it to keep my neck warm, and this was pretty easy to make. It was, you know, very simple to make, but I put them out on a pattern and sold a lot of these patterns because y'all were interested in a Snood. I didn't realize you would be. But here's the picture that I came across, and this is the one we took of us at the playground, and you can see my Snood right there. It is hanging down, but it was so warm on my head, I couldn't believe it. And I have my cowl on as well, and they're my 2 little grandsons. They were having a great time, but Gigi was very, very cold, so I had on my wool. I had on a wool jacket, leather gloves, and a wool Snood and cowl, so I was nice and warm. But we ran across that picture on our iPhone, and I just couldn't believe it. It was such a nice picture of the Snood because I've only worn it out really a time or two, and that was one of the times that I wore it out because it was so cold. And I know that wool is warm, and I believe it now. I really do. I believe that wool is so warm in the wintertime, and being from Florida and from Tennessee, we just don't do a whole lot of wool. I guess in Tennessee I do a lot more, but in Florida I never even had a wool coat. I never even had a coat. Some years I didn't need one. But now that I've gotten a little bit older, I really feel the cold, so I have invested in a nice wool coat, and I make wool things for my head and neck, and that was one set that I made, so I thought you'd like to see that. Now on to my Sunlit Tee. This is a new pattern that I'm coming out with very soon, and I want to show you the progress that I've made on this. And Crystal is going to model this for me because it's not finished yet. So she's going to model this for me. Crystal? All right, Crystal is here, and she's going to model my new Sunlit Tee. Now, this is a tee that is made from Sheep G's, if that's how you pronounce it, I don't know, stone washed DK, and this is a Sport Weight 78 cotton 22 acrylic, and the color is yellow jasper. It's a beautiful stone washed yarn, and let me show this to you up close so you can see it. This is what it looks like up close. It's really pretty. It's almost a two-tone, but it is basically a yellow yarn, and it's stone washed, so it's got a little bit of light yellow mixed in it, or maybe it's dyed that way. I'm not really sure, but I really love the way it looks. This is beautiful, made up in crochet. The stitch definition is amazing in this. If you can see that, it's beautifully separated, I should say, and I'm using a size I hook with this. I'm using a size I, and it seems to make it just about right. I probably won't have to wear anything but my regular under things under this, and so that's how I wanted it to be, because I want it to be nice and cool, something I can just slip on in the summertime and wear out or wear around, go to run my errands or whatever. Now this is extremely boxy. Look how boxy this is. It's huge. And what I did was I added at least maybe 12 inches of ease, maybe more than that. It might be more like 16 inches of ease, because I can pull it out about 4 inches, so that would make it 16 inches of ease around the bottom. So when you make a sweater that's that wide around the bottom, it's going to be really wide when you get up to the top, unless you decrease, which I did not do here, because I wanted to leave enough for a short sleeve and not have to add a sleeve on. So this will be sewn right about there, and it will come down on my arm right about here, so it's just about perfect with this amount of ease in it. So as you can see, I've finished one shoulder. It's all the way to the top. See, I have it lined up where my shoulder seam would be. And then the other side, I'm working my way up on the side. Now, this took me a while to crochet, only because it's so big. This is really big around the bottom. I mean, every row is very, very long. Every row is very, very long. So it took me a little longer than I was thinking it would, but I'm really being rewarded by the beautiful stitch definition. I love the way it looks. Now, if you plan to make one of these, you will want to have some very drapey yarn, and that would probably be a DK weight, or even a fingering yarn would be beautiful with this. I had a very, very good question from Jill, who emailed me and asked me, how do I determine how much yarn I'm going to need when I start making a sweater? And this was no exception, because I had 6 of these, and I thought that would be ample. It's only 50 grams of yarn. So that's unlike a 100-gram ball, which is what you usually get in a skein or a ball of hank. They're usually 100 grams. But this is 50 grams, so I was a little bit fooled by that, because I knew it was 50 grams, but I just wasn't thinking that I would need so many. I ordered 7 balls of this yarn, but at the time I wasn't sure how much ease I was going to put in my sweater. So there are 2 ways you can figure out how much yarn you're going to need. If you plan to put 16 inches of ease in here, then you can do one of 2 things. You can get, if you have a ball or 2 or 3 of this, or a yarn that you want to use, like from Hobby Lobby or anything, any other big box store, you might want to buy a Sport Weight DK weight cotton yarn with a lot of drape. If you already have some yarn and you're not sure if you need some more yarn, or you're going to need more yarn, if you can get the yarn, you need to make sure you can get the yarn before you start a sweater. Now, what I do is I'll order some yarn and I start a sweater, and I think, oh, in this one it's going to be really, really big, so I might need some more yarn. So what I did was I crocheted until I ran out of yarn, and it was about this much, right about there. All right, I used 1 ball, and it was about 4 inches maybe. I had 4 inches. So I knew that for every 4 inches I was going to need a ball of yarn. And so I figured out how many I would need going up. I did not subtract for the yarn at the neck. I just left that. I just considered it going straight across. And I figured I would need 2 more balls of yarn to finish this, because I wasn't putting any sleeves in it. They were already in the sweater basically, and I'll just put an edging on them to match the neck. I probably won't even put a ribbing on them. I don't know. I might do that. But I knew that I would need at least 2 more balls. So I went ahead and ordered those, and they should be coming in pretty soon. But that's how I usually do it. I usually have the sweater yarn that I want, and if I need a little bit more, I'll go ahead and order it if I realize I'm going to need it after I start making the sweater. Now, another way you can do it is to weigh your yarn. Sometimes it doesn't weigh 50 grams. It might weigh 48 grams or 52 grams. You never know. Sometimes they're not exact. So what I do is I'll weigh the yarn, and then I can crochet maybe 2 inches. And then I realize how much yarn I have left by weighing it again, subtracting that from the original number. And then I know how many grams it takes me to crochet 2 inches or 4 inches, whatever it is that I decided on. So you can do it either way. You can just do kind of an estimate by crocheting until you finish, look at that and see how much you can do with 1 ball. Or you can weigh it if you have a postal scale or a kitchen scale. You can weigh the grams on that. Or you can weigh ounces and convert it to grams by going on Google and just say 50 grams to X ounces, and it will tell you how many. So that was a good question from Jill. I appreciate that, because a lot of times I don't say how many yards you need, or I just say how many yards it took me, because every sweater is a different size, and every sweater has a different amount of ease, and every sweater has a different length of sleeve. So in my patterns, I don't give you exact amounts. I tell you how many it took me to make the sweater, but you might want to put more ease in yours. You might want to put less, so you might need less yarn. So all that is up to the designer, which is you. And my sweaters are designed to fit you, and that way you decide how much yarn you're going to need. So that's 2 different ways that you can figure out how much yarn you're going to need to make that sweater. Now I'm going to take you over to my work table, and we're going to look at a new project that I'm working on, diamond painting. Here we are at my work table. I want to quickly show you this new project that I'm working on. This is called Poppies. It's from Leisure Arts, and that is the company that I bought it from. I bought it from Amazon actually, but this is the brand of diamond painting that it is. And this particular diamond painting has 13 colors, so you can see those right along the edge on the legend. Now this is about, I'm going to back up and let you look at this. It's a beautiful, beautiful painting of poppies. Poppies are my very favorite flower. So I thought this was interesting because the leaves on this are blue. They're using all different colors of navy blues, dark blues to accent the leaves and the stems of these poppies. Now, I know poppies don't have blue leaves, and that kind of makes it special. I just thought that was really, really pretty. It's a 12 by 12, as you can see down here at the bottom, and it's a 30 by 30, basically, canvas. And then the fabric is a little bit bigger because it has probably about 1.25 inches border on it. The diamonds that are used are made by Diamond Dots, and that's what that DD, one backwards and forwards, that's what that stands for. And here again is another legend right there. I wanted to show you this because I've completed some of it. Let me turn the light on here so you can see it. Okay, there we go. There's some sparkle right there. I have worked on this and these leaves along the bottom, and I've started working on a little bit of the red, orange, and the poppies. So this is not the exact color of what's behind it, but it does give you an idea. If you're putting diamond drills onto your canvas, you can see the colors that they're supposed to be. Like I wouldn't put red down here because this is blue, and you can tell by looking at it. So that kind of gives you the idea of what you should be doing, and you're not putting diamonds in the wrong places. But up close, and I'll show you this, there are symbols on the canvas. This is sticky, see? And the diamond drills stick to the canvas, and you just place them where they should go. Certain colors have certain symbols, and they tell you that, of course, in the legend. So the up arrow would be a certain color, and you look over here for the up arrow, and you can see where to put that diamond drill. So I just wanted to quickly show this to you. You're my crocheting people, and sometimes it's fun to learn a new craft. You don't have to, but it is kind of fun. And I want to point this out because last week I showed this. I believe I showed this on on my video, this is a needle minder for cross stitch, and I'm using it for a cover minder for this plastic cover that you pull up and you work on, and then you lay the plastic back down on the canvas when you're not working on it. So this holds the cover out of my way, and I'm not having to constantly push that cover out of my way. So I'm using this, and a nice lady named Karen sent this to me when I was doing my cross stitch. Karen, thank you so very much. I've loved using this. I only have one, and I use it on my diamond painting, so thank you so very much for that. This is a quick look at my new diamond painting project for the next week or two. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little step over to my work table to see what I'm working on diamond painting. I'm really enjoying that craft, and I'm not going to extend this channel out to cover all the diamond painting that I have planned, but I might even start a new channel. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments area, and just give me some feedback on that if you think I should do that. And I don't really want to mix it in with my crochet channel because y'all are special to me. And some of you are loving diamond painting. I've gotten several comments from people who said that they actually do that. And others don't even know what it is. I was hoping to introduce you to another craft that is kind of fun, and you can work on it with your husband or your brother or your children. And you can actually do it without a whole lot of skill. You just have to have a sharp eye and a steady hand. And that helps a lot, but you don't have to be an expert crocheter or knitter in order to produce a beautiful canvas like that, and a beautiful painting. So I wanted to show that to you very quickly, and let me know what you think down in the comments. Well, on to our giveaways. Today we are giving away a set of crochet magazines, and let me show you some extras that are going out with these as well. Whoever wins the crochet magazine #1 is the Crochet World magazine, and I'm going to send a little special out with that, a little special extra gift with this Crochet World magazine. And this is gift #1. It's the spring edition. So wonderful. There are lots of great patterns in here, and as I showed you last week, here are the patterns that you can use right out of this book. All of them are included in the magazine. So I wanted to show you that real quick. And that is gift #1. Whoever wins that will win the crochet magazine. And also with that, I'm sending out the Learn to Crochet book. And you can give this to a friend, or you can use it yourself as a reference book. Lots of things in here. The stitches, pictures of stitches. There are a couple of patterns in here, a dishcloth pattern, all kinds of patterns in here. So I thought you might like to keep this for yourself or give it to a friend who's considering crocheting. So there you go. That will go with the Crochet World magazine. That will go to gift #1 winner, and then gift #2 winner will receive the Summer of 2021 Crochet magazine. Beautiful, beautiful patterns in here. Lots of summer stuff. You can use cotton yarn for a lot of these things, and use them in the summertime, wear them in the summertime. There's some summer tops right along here that you might like to try. So there is that. I will go to giveaway winner #2 along with the Homespun Beginner Crochet Pattern Afghan book, and all the patterns for these crocheted Afghans are in this book. And this will go, I had several of these, so this will go to giveaway winner #2. So you'll receive the Afghan book and the crochet magazine. Giveaway winner #2. Giveaway winner #3 will also receive that same magazine. It's still in plastic here. I'm even taking it out of the plastic. I'm sure I will. And then also one of these craft bags, and they're called, let me get it up here where you can see it, Artsiga Crafts. And they send these to me every now and then on Amazon. When I order yarn, they will come with one of these bags, and you can actually wear it as a backpack. Or what I do is I cut these strings off, and I actually leave enough to draw the bag up, and I use it as a project bag. And of course I have a ton of whips, so it comes in handy. But I had an extra one, and I thought it might be nice to give this to giveaway winner #3, who received the project bag and also the magazine. So let's turn the camera to the computer and find out who wins these 3 giveaway prizes. Here we are at the computer, and I have put the URL for last Monday's video right there. And the keyword this week was summer, because we are looking forward to summer. So let's find out how many people left a comment with that word in it. So it says get YouTube comments, and let's do it. Here we go. Sorry, I didn't have that rolled down far enough. All right, 303 comments for these magazines. So let's go over here and find out who wins giveaway gift number 1, which is the Crochet World and the How to Crochet book. So let's see who wins that. Let's see. Valerie Ann. Valerie Ann, you are the winner of the Crochet World magazine and the How to Crochet little booklet. Okay, there's the word summer right there in her comment. So Valerie Ann, you are the winner. So let's move on to number 2 winner, and you will win 1 crochet magazine and the Afghan book, which is a Yolanda Vincent. Yolanda Vincent, and she has the word summer in her comment. So Yolanda, you are the winner of giveaway gift number 2. Let's see who wins number 3. Giveaway gift number 3, the crochet magazine and the project bag, Terry Nixon. Terry Nixon. Well, let's see. Here is summer right there. Summer right there. And Terry, thank you for that long comment. I think I've already read this. Yeah, you were telling me what you were making your cottage cardie out of, so I thank you for that. I appreciate that very much. All right, so those are the 3 winners, and we congratulate them, and I hope that all y'all will stick around for next week's giveaway, because it's going to be nice too as well. So congratulations to all our winners. Please send me your mailing address to my email address, which is down in the description box. Be sure to send that to me so that I can get these in the mail right away. So congratulations again to our 3 giveaway winners. Now for next week, let's talk about our giveaway for next week. I'm serious here now. This is a big giveaway. It's going to be 1 person, so be sure you put your comment down below. And this is a giveaway that I've been wanting to do, and I wanted to be sure I had all the yarn together. I had to go find my yarn for this, but I'm giving away a coffee break pattern. It will come printed off and in the package to you. You don't have to go out and find it on Etsy or any of that. This is the coffee break sweater that I had on a couple of weeks ago, and gee, y'all really liked this pattern, so I'm going to give it one of them away to a lucky winner. And I'm also going to give away the yarn that I made them with. Now, I made them with cobblestone yarn by Lion Brand, and the colors were Misty Rose, and that's this, and you'll receive 3 cakes of Misty Rose, which is ample to make this sweater. You can also save it back and make a cowl out of it for wintertime or something. This is a beautiful color, but it's Misty Rose Cobblestone, never been out of the package. It's a cake yarn, and there are 219 yards on each cake. So you have ample yardage there to make the coffee break sweater. And then I'm giving away also the licorice color, which is the contrasting color, and you'll have plenty of this left over as well. So I'm giving 3 cakes of licorice and 3 cakes of Misty Rose to the winner next week, along with the coffee break sweater pattern. So that will be our giveaway winner's prize next week. And the keyword is coffee, C-O-F-F-E-E. So the keyword is coffee for next week. Be sure to put that in your comment, and you'll be in the running for this giveaway gift from Jeannie at On the Hook. I forgot to mention that along with the yarn and the pattern, I'm going to send one of these bags, and this says no problema on it. I thought that was cute. I found this in a store down in Florida, and I just had to get it. It actually has this picture on front and back. Nice sturdy handles on it, and it's huge. It is really huge. It actually opens up on the bottom like that. So It's a big bag, and I will fold that up. I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to fold it up, and the wrinkles will fall out of it. But I'll fold it up and put it in with your yarn and your pattern for next week. So that's an additional little gift that I'm giving away to our winner for next week. So be sure to put your comment down with the keyword coffee. Now, have a great week. I'll see you again on Thursday, and we'll talk about what I'm working on, which would be the Sunlit Tee. I'm really going to be working on that this week. I want to finish it. I'll be working on my diamond painting, and I'll also be thinking about that diamond painting channel. So let me know what you think down in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say about that. I'm going to leave that right there, and have a wonderful week. Enjoy the weather. Join me again on Thursday to find out what's on the hook.